I'm feeling good. All right. I am doing well, and I hope you guys are too. So today, we're going to be talking about synchronicities. If you are seeing 1111, 111, 222, 333, 444, that is spirit telling you that you need to pay attention. It is now time, the time in your life has come to learn something new, to be something different, to evolve. That is the whole point of a spiritual awakening, is to evolve into the person, the higher self that you were created to really actually be. So it can sneak up on you now. It can. And a lot of times in our lives, we ain't ready. We are not ready. I know I wasn't. Well, I kind of was, but I was like, okay, am I really seeing this? What does this really mean? No, yeah, no. You know, it will behoove you to pay attention, okay? Because that is God, and it is God trying to tell you, look here, it's time to break down the old ways of how you doing things, because I'm trying to show you something new, and you need to get on your path, because we all have them, right? If you have low self-esteem, it's going to take you a minute to work through that, but you can. You can. Confidence does not always mean cocky. Confidence does not always mean arrogant. It don't mean that. It just means that you know who you are and you stand up for yourself. So if somebody has a problem with that, then you know they don't need to be around you. They don't need to be all up in your energy, because basically they don't understand you. They don't understand that. So what do? Psh, to the side. I got to put you to the side, because I'm trying to build myself up. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Not a damn thing. Now, I told y'all now I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. So that means, hey, I might cuss a little bit. But that is your authenticity. I told you, we don't operate in fear. We don't operate in fear. However, whatever your personality is, now, if you cuss like a sailor, every other word, now, you know, your vocabulary needs to be expanded. But every now and then, if you got to put some emphasis in that thing, you got to put some oomph in that thing, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. I can promise you. Because I had to talk to Spirit about that, and I was like, hey, now, you done drug me through the mud. Allowed me, I ain't gonna say drug me, but allowed me, and I got some, you know, I'm hard now. I'm hard, but there's love in there. But I got used and abused so much that it caused me to be like, what the fuck you want? But still a good person, still soft, but you know, having to work through layers and layers, and that's not fair to folk. That ain't even fair. But at the same time, people got to know that you're not to be fucked with. I can't tell you how many times I warned folks, you can't play over here, you can't play over here, you can't play over here. And they still decided that that's what they wanted to do. And when they got the cut off, then they want to be looking like, what? No, I told you now. I told you. I give everybody a clean slate. I don't hold anything over anybody's head. But if you prove to me that you want some fuck shit, I'm gonna have to leave you right there, because that's not my energy. I don't fuck with people's heads. I'm very honest and straightforward. And that's how I expect people to be with me. Open your mouth and talk. And again, this is on confidence. Open your mouth. Open your mouth and speak. Present your authenticity so that you can have real, true people in your corner. You can't have authentic folks and people that are willing to support you when you're fake as fuck. We can't do that. We can't do that. You've got to be real. And when you come to, I'm telling you, when you come to a point where you're willing to say, dang, man, I really want to be this. I really want to do that. And it's something totally different from where you're at. You ready? You ready to start seeing 1111. And when you're starting to see these synchronicities, they just won't just be on the clock. They might be on receipts. They could be TV shows. It could be anything. You'll just start seeing things lining up, aligning. That's the whole purpose. Synchronicity is all about alignment and becoming balanced within yourself. Within yourself. It ain't about nobody else. When you start seeing 1111, it ain't about nobody else but you, boo. But you. That is spirit connecting with you, saying, all right, I think you've learned enough in this life to go ahead and I'm about to take you to another level. We need to elevate. Are you willing to allow me to work with you? Alignment. Are you willing to open your mind? Are you willing to break down so that I can put you back together again? In the new light, in the new way, your higher self. Because I'm telling you, that's really all a spiritual awakening is realizations and breakdowns so that you can build up the way you were supposed to be. You got to build up. And then, once you go through the process of realizations and awakenings and, oh, wow, that's what that meant. Oh, wow, I can really do that. Oh, wow. I'm telling you, because when you sweep and you clear, then it can be replaced with something better. Something better. But you got to believe it. I talk about belief in all my videos because it is important. Important. You've got to have faith. You've got to have trust. You've got to believe because that is the world we live in. How do we even know there's a God? How do we even know? There's so many things that are unknown. We wake up every morning on faith. You go to bed at night. You go to sleep on faith based, I'm going to wake up in the morning. It is by the grace. It's by the grace. Mercy. Gratitude. And that's another thing about when you actually get to a good place with confidence, is gratitude. It's that humble. That's how you know somebody is just confident. They're not cocky and arrogant. They just present themselves. They walk in a room and everybody look because that aura. It's just like, damn, who is that? That's God in you. That's what that is. Now, when you got to puff your chest out and tell everybody, well, you know, I'm such and such and such and such, and I have all these degrees, and this is where I went to school, and, you know, I have all this money in my bank account, and this is the kind of car I drive, and, you know, this is the label. Real people don't give a shit. You hear me? Somebody who is confident within themselves don't give a crap about none of that material stuff. It doesn't matter. Now, you know, I love luxury my damn self. But do I go bragging or telling people, well, you know, this is what I like. This is what I want. No, I just present myself. It's okay. It's okay to like nice things. It's okay to want to be somebody. Because that's an insecurity in folks. People who sit around and make fun of other people's misfortune. Oh, they ain't got it like that. Look at them. Look at them. Like, sitting up. You know, people watchers. I went on a date one time with this guy. And that's all he wanted to do. I ain't learned. Sit up and talk about people walking by. And I'm just looking at him like, what the fuck? You too grown for this shit. I am not about to sit here and look at folks wearing green shoes. Just any little thing, y'all. Any little thing. And I was just like, I can't do this. I ended the date. I said, no, I'm ready to go home. He looking at me talking about, well, I just want, no, that ain't my style. I don't do that. I don't sit up and people watch and make fun of folks. That's insecure. That's immature. That means you have problems. That's what that means. Go sit down somewhere. I tell you what. And we all are guilty. I mean, you know, I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I scroll and I'm looking at stuff online and I'm just laughing my ass off because somebody doing something silly. But that's different. Not actually having a conversation and breaking down people's misfortune. That ain't nothing to get off on. That means that you have problems. And you have some deep healing work you need to do. Ain't nothing wrong with laughing at something here and there, but making a whole date out of it. Let's just sit here and watch folks and laugh and smoke and we gonna do it. Get the fuck out of here. You know, we have to watch our actions and the energy we put out here because that energy is what comes back. This is a universal law. You put out bad energy and that's what you get back. But see, you got to be connected. You got to be connected. You got to know yourself. And this is the whole point of dating, right? Is to see red flags. Because that was a damn sure red flag. I was like, You ain't nobody I want to go out with again. Anyway, synchronicities. Learning yourself. Knowing that it is actually spirit that is talking to you, leading and guiding you so that you can elevate and grow some more. You've learned all you need to know in your life to that point where spirit can actually take you to a different zone. Because I'm telling you, it's a whole nother zone. When you got to break down everything that you've learned, it's just like, what the fuck? What is this? Yeah, all that hurt and pain. It's time to let all of that go. It's time for a rebirth, spiritual rebirth, awakening. And it can be scary, and it is scary. And that's why I decided to walk this path so that I can help others. Look, going through a spiritual awakening don't have to look like shit. It don't. It don't have to look like, you know, you holier than thou or you better than somebody because you've been enlightened to some things. It don't have to look like that. No, I'm here to, you know, hold your hand, tell you, you know, it's all right. It's all right. Let me show you how you can get through this. Why? Because I've been through it. And it's okay. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to be confident. It's okay. So, whew. I am just so excited for you guys because happiness is so underrated. It really is. People just, it's just been normalized now to just get married because, well, I'm 30 and I got to get married before I'm 35. It's just been normalized to, well, he's got a bunch of money. I mean, we really don't have a connection, but I'm gonna be taken care of. All of these things, status, and that is just not the way. It is not the way. You've got to look at somebody's heart. At the end of the day, that's all you're gonna be left with. That's all you're going to have is somebody's character. How you think some of these, well, I ain't even gonna say that because some of these old couples that been together for 40, 50, 60 years, they overlooked a lot of shit. They overlooked it. They just got through it, but they was really, really not happy. Some of them were. And you know, soulmates. When you see those 90, 80, and 90-year-olds walking and they just look so happy and just still so in love with each other, yes, God bless them enough to find their person, because they did the inner work. They did the inner healing so that they were happy and whole within themselves. And then they were able to find someone to share with, to share partnership, teamwork. Because they, you know, they cleared all that other stuff out. I mean, that's the kind of love that I'm waiting on. I just told Spirit, I just said, look, I cannot be married to somebody and I'm unhappy. It has to be somebody that I'm connected to, connected with, and that we can build together. We got to be able to build together. So anyway, synchronicities, it is time. 2021, more people are starting to wake up to the fact that they are evolving. We're in a world that is evolving, opening up, seeing things differently, being aware, self-aware. So anyway, I love you guys as always, and I will holla at y'all tomorrow. Be blessed.